Counting down to first pitch at Citi Field. Should be a good one. Phillies and Mets coming up next. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Lots of number 42s on the field as we celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a good matchup between the Phillies and the New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this three-game set.
Yeah, we're all tied up coming into the finale here tonight. This has been a tight series so far. No reason to think this third game should be any different.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. Freddie Galvis makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway at 7:11 tonight. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest three-game winning streak.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the three. Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. It's always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Deoner Navarro will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch coming. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. On to Duda, a double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ball game. Here's a good pitch to the number two hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Chase Utley will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Now here's the first pitch. Ryan Howard is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
This is a guy who generally stays around the strike zone. He's not going to walk a whole lot of guys, so you're going to get some pitches to hit.
A runner on first with two away. He waits, now the pitch. Here's a ground ball to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Fastball in there for a called strike. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
And they were able to come away with the victory last night, so another performance like that would make their manager a happy man.
And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. Now the ruling on the field is safe, and it probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to overturn this call and call him out.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. First pitch on the way. David Wright is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits haven't threatened to score our first run of the night.
Here's the first offering. And a double steal try here. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate, and the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored one run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got to press up.
Lucas Duda is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Now he'll bluff a throw to third and go to first instead. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now. Curtis Granderson will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Wilmer Flores will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Kirk Neuenhuis. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll get in there safely. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So 1 run's across, but the second one is cut down trying to score. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Mets are out on top, 3-0. Cedric Smallwood will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First offering on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Gerardo Parra will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Grady Sizemore will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And now for the second batter in a row, this is in the air out to left field. Granderson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there, just barely over the 200 mark here in April. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. Here's the 1-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Bartolo Colon will step in, and with nobody out, we'll see if they want to let him swing the bat or try to bunt that runner onto third. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. He's ready now, the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. The 0-2 home from Billingsley. And now a two-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Daniel Murphy will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. First pitch to him. And there's the fastball Billingsley has that we've heard so much about. Good for strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time.
And, oh, this is off the second base bag. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's set, now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Ready now on 1-1. On the move is Murphy, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping in, the right fielder, Michael Kadire. In there, no balls and a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good contact from Kadire, but this will be on the ground at short. And that's going to be a base hit for Kadire. Lucas Duda will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to the first baseman, Howard, and with that, the side is retired. Cody Ashe will stand in, off to a real hot start at the plate as he comes into this one sporting a .400 batting average. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
And there he goes towards second, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Freddie Galvis will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Colon looks back, now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
1 out and a runner on second base. Here comes the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and standing in is the catcher Deandre Navarro. First pitch coming. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Neuenhuis is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Curtis Granderson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And a good cut here by Granderson, but this one's going to find the seats in right, a foul ball. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Billingsley ready, another 0-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-2 once more. And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning. Wilmer Flores will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The pitch. In the air to right center. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Up next for the Mets.
And that's a good 0-2 pitch there. It's a little up, it's a little out, but it's close enough that a hitter's basically forced to go after it.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lined foul right over the Mets dugout. 2-2. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Smallwood is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mets leave 1, but they're in front 4-0.
Leading off for Philadelphia. Second baseman.
First pitch coming.
Chase Utley.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Utley awaits the 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Here's another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ryan Howard will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Ryan Howard.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. There to take it now is Neuenhuis, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is a home run swing, and it looked like he thought he had one off the crack of the bat. But this place, not exactly known for being a home run haven, and this ball dies out there on the warning track.
In now, Cedric Smallwood. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Here he comes on 2-2. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. The 2-2 one more time. Full count, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Three and 2, here it is. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Bartolo Colon will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
And the catch is made, 1 away. Daniel Murphy will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Here's a bouncing ball now back up the middle, and for the 3rd time tonight, he's got himself a base hit. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and stepping in, the all-star 3rd baseman, David Wright. Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and that'll be in time as a perfect strike to second from Navarro gets his man.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Michael Kadire will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Now the first pitch lays off 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets strand 1. They lead it 4-0. Gerardo Parra will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Now the first pitch. Now the first pitch of the inning is turned around and into the gap in left center, and that's going to find the alley for extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now, and the 5th inning will start with a leadoff double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Here's Grady Sizemore now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now for Parra, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Now the 1-0 home to Sizemore. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. And he'll flip onto second to complete the double play.
They caught that runner trying to get a little bit of a head start. He's already leaning towards third, so once his ball's caught, it's just an easy flip back to the shortstop, and it's a double play.
Here's Cody Ashe. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Lucas Duda will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Curtis Granderson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Wilmer Flores will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now the pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Out of play. Here comes a 1-2. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better match.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Dominic Brown is out into the on-deck circle now, so that would appear to mean the end for Chad Billingsley.
Dominic Brown.
And that's taken for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Freddie Galvis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Deoner Navarro will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe.
Meanwhile here, this is trouble as that's going to be extra bases. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Chopper, foul. Colon looks back, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Ryan Howard will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 1. Jonathan Pettibone will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Jonathan Pettibone.
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Grounded foul off to the right side. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to third. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the 1st out.
Up next for the Mets, pitcher Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo Colon will bat for himself here with his guys up 3 here in inning number 6. First pitch coming. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. He singled his last time around. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Cedric Smallwood will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on the way. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the seventh.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
In is Gerardo Parra. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it. Just a bad error.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Grady Sizemore. Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. He waits. Now the pitch. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Bartolo Colon tonight. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all three runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Jeurys Familia will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Cody Ashe will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that ball is gone. It's grand salami time. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't going to have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives him the lead here in the late going.
Bobby Parnell will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
42. Bobby Parnell.
Ben Revere will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 42, Ben Revere.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. The pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Freddie Galvis will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up. Really got under this one. Out near the bag at second. Murphy is there, 2 down.
Well, the count was in his favor that time, so he just let it all hang out. Took a rip like it was home run derby. The result, though, a big league pop-up.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. First pitch to him. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the damage is done as the Phils strike for 4 on this grand slam. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. Philadelphia's out in front now, 5-4. Brad Boxberger will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Brad Boxberger.
David Wright will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Now here's the pitch. Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of right now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now the pitch. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. 4 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Lucas Duda will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 on the way. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Still down a run, it's 5-4. Chase Utley will start things out for the Phillies with the dangerous Ryan Howard waiting on deck.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
First pitch coming. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Pitch on the way. Right there, Murphy at second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these 2 guys stack up against one another. Ryan Howard will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First offering on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Now here's the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On the first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out. Cedric Smallwood will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Gerardo Parra will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Even though you should be out of the inning, you can't let that error affect you. You've got to put it behind you.
2 out with the man at first. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets 4. Curtis Granderson will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Jake Diekman will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 42, Jake Diekman.
And that misses ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Now a swing and a ground ball, and this one gets past Howard down the line. It's a fair ball.
You want to talk about getting on top of a high fastball. I mean, to call this at the letters, that'd be charitable. This thing's about neck high, but he still drives it for a base hit.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pause, now the pitch. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. He's ready. Now the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Oh, that strike zone has opened up a little bit here in the late going. That's a tough pill to swallow in a spot like this, but nothing you can do about it now.
Ruben Tejada will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's set, now the pitch. Big cut there by Tejada, but he misses, and it's 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Ashe will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Sometimes, when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Travis d'Arnaud will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2 from the stretch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And Sizemore will make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets strand one, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Dilson Herrera will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Ruben Tejada will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Grady Sizemore will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. Kadire is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away. Cody Ashe will stride in one more time as we flash back to inning number 7. This was obviously one of the big moments of the ballgame, a grand slam as he put everything he had into that swing. Now the first pitch. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get them.
Darren Ruff will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 42, Darren Ruff.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Tejada is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Juan Lagares will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Juan Lagares. Your attention, please. Now
9th inning save situation, and they'll turn it over to one of the best in the business, the all-star Jonathan Papelbon. And a ball, 1-0. Here it comes. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Here it comes, 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright.